And welcome back here to Right Rear Racing. We're jumping straight over from the Regal Promotion Esport Extreme Outlaw Stock Tour. As we just concluded that event, we're jumping straight over here and broadcasting the Dirt Series, Slick Track Series here at Husets as they're gridding up for their heat race tonight. And heat race number one is going to be led by the 24 of Colton Snyder. On his outside is going to be the 83 of Josh Smith. Inside row number two, we have Jared Mogard in the 6 machine. And on his outside is going to be Brad Allman in the 9. Inside row number three is going to be Tyson Banks in the 747. On his outside is going to be Cody Connor in the 2 machine. We have Brad Cross in the 20 machine on the inside of row number 4 with Chris Titus on his outside in the 52. We have Lucas Powell in the 29 machine starting inside row number 5 and John Tobias on his outside in the 03 machine. And I believe that's also the 29 of Lucas Powell rounds out your field. As the field is led by the 24 of Colton Snyder. As the pace truck pulls off into the infield. Again, this is your heat race number one. It's going to be 8 laps led by Colton Snyder in that 24 machine. As they come out turn number 4, they're getting the green flag as the 83 of Josh Smith is going to get a good jump on the outside as the 24 of Colton Snyder hits that inside berm. And it's going to be Josh Smith down the back straightaway into turn number 3, leading lap number 1 as Colton Snyder still sitting second and Brad Allman's looking on his outside. This is going to be a battle for second between the 24 and the 9 as the 24 just slides up right in front of Brad Allman and that 9 machine. Here goes Brad looking down low as the drivers are 3 wide right behind these 2 drivers as they're battling it out for second position. We have the 74 looking down low on behind Brad Allman as Brad Allman and Colton Snyder are battling it out for second. And I forgot about my timer here as Brad Allman is trying to hold off the 3 of Cody Connor. As we're halfway through with your heat race tonight, led by Josh Smith in the 83 machine, followed by Colton Snyder in the 24. And as soon as I pulled off of Brad Allman and Cody Connor, they were battling it out, coming out to turn number 4. As we watched the number 9 machine as Josh Smith got the 2 to go last time around. He's coming out turn number 4. He's getting the white flag this time around as we have one more lap for your heat race here, followed by Colton Snyder in the 24 still with the 9 of Brad Allman. And we're going to go up here with Josh Smith as he's coming out turn number 4 and receiving your checkered flag for heat race number 1, followed by Colton Snyder and Brad Allman rounds out your top 3. And those guys had a good finish there, battling it out there for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th position as they were coming out turn number 4. We're going to look at the rest of your results for heat race number 1. And heat race number 1, again, was Josh Smith, followed by Colton Snyder, Brad Allman, and then rounds out your top 3. Cody Connor in that 3 machine. He finishes 4th with Jared Mograd, finishing 5th. Tyson Banks in 6th. Brad Cross finishes 7th. Chris Titus in 8th. Lucas Powell in 9th. And rounding off the field is going to be the 03 of John Tobias. Again, this is a Slick Track Series presented by Dirt Series. If you're interested with Dirt Series, you can go to dirtseries/series.com to reach out to their website. And again, I'll put that in both the YouTube and the Facebook chat. And as these guys are doing their warm up session, you have your spring showdown, which is a pro late model series coming up and running on Thursdays here with Dirt Series. And that should be starting next week, I believe. The full schedule is on the website. That is both on YouTube and on Facebook. And Dirt Series has some sponsors here as well. We have Buck Kicker as one of the sponsors, and we also have your All Out Graphics. And all your photography for Dirt Series is completed by Turn 2 Photography. And we also have Finish First Designs as well as another sponsor for your Dirt Series league here. And while they're doing their hot laps or their warm up session here, leading into our 60 lap main event, I'm going to go ahead and try to pull the website up for you and make sure we get everything going. As soon as I say that, we are going to go or complete your warm up session. And the Spring Showdown race number 1 for the Spring 50 is going to happen Thursday, February 20th. And then race number 2 for the Spring Showdown is going to happen at I-55. It's going to be February 27th for your first 2 races of that event or of that series. And for your 60 lap main event, we're going to have Josh Smith of the 83 machine on the pole. On his outside is going to be Colton Snyder and the 24 machine. The 9 of Brad Allman, he's going to be on the inside, row number 2. On his outside is going to be Cody Connor and that 3 machine. Inside row number 3, we have Jared Mogard in the 6. And on his outside is going to be Tyson Banks in the 747. Row 4, we have Brad A. Cross in that 20 machine. And on his outside is going to be Chris Titus in the 52. And row number 5, we have Lucas Powell in the 29 with John Tobias in the 03. And sorry for rushing it over here as I just completed the Regal Promotions Esport race and rushed straight over here. And again, sorry for being late on everything, but we are here and we are going to catch your exciting 60 lap race here. And they're getting the rolled up green flag, which means that we're going to go green flag racing next time around. The field is led by the 83 of Josh Smith. As they come around turns 3 and 4, and they're coming out 4, they're getting that green flag as they're going to go in turn number 1. They're going to be side by side. That's going to be the 83 and the 24 leading the field. They're still side by side going down the back straightaway. The 83 has just a little bit of a shot here. The 83 is going to try to do a slider here and move up to the top of the track. As they go down the front straightaway, it's going to be the 83, Josh Smith, leading the field, followed by Colton Snyder. We have Brad Allman looking down low. This is going to be a battle for second between the 9 and the 24, as the 9 is getting that low side going. They're still side by side as Cody Connor gets that high side going as well, right behind the 24, and trying to make a pass on the number 9 of Brad Allman. As soon as I say that, Brad Allman, he's better in turns 1 and 2 as he slides Colton Snyder. He's going to take over your second position. Here comes Tyson Banks in that 747. He's looking down low and following suit with Brad Allman. And as soon as that happens, Tyson Banks does do a slide job on Colton Snyder. He's going to take over your third place position. Here comes Cody Connor and the fourth place position, as Colton Snyder's kind of moved back just a little bit. And I'm going to get the tower up there, as I'm sorry I forgot about that one. As it's going to be Josh Smith, followed by Brad Allman and Tyson Banks for your top three. And on your screen now is your fourth place position of Cody Connor, followed by Colton Snyder in the 24 machine will round out your top five. As we go back and look at your leader, Josh Smith, as he's running that high side, he's getting that right rear right in that cushion as he goes around both the turns here. Now we're going to go back here with Brad Allman as Tyson Banks looks down low and turns 3 and 4. This is your battle for second between the 9 and the 747. As they go down the front straightaway, it's still going to be the 9 of Brad Allman in second position. And they're still side by side. This time around, it's going to be Brad Allman looking down low in 3 and 4. As the 747 gets a high run going, he's going to take over your second position. And Brad Allman's still looking down low in 1 and 2. And they're down the back straightaway. Still not letting go of the 747 just yet, as they're still going to be side by side. 747 has that momentum going on the high side there, as we have 10 laps down. It's starting lap number 11, as Brad Allman kind of slides up just a little bit, fought the car to make sure he didn't hit the 747 of Tyson Banks. And on your screen again, like mentioned before, is your battle for second position between the 747 and the 9. As the 747s get the high side going, we're going to have a caution flag this time around, as that I believe is on John DeBias, as we are down 13 laps down into this event. And we go follow the 3 machine of John DeBias. Again, this is your slick track series, as he goes out in the front straightaway, hits that outside wall, loses nose cone, and he goes back into the infield and tries to get out of the way, and that's going to bring out your first caution flag of tonight's event. As things have been heating up here, it's been Josh Smith since the drop of the green. He's leading the field. The 747 of Tyson Banks is in second, followed by the 9 of Brad Allman. And then the 3 of Cody Connor is in fourth, and rounding out your top 5 is going to be the 24 of Colton Snyder. The 6 machine of Jared Mogard is in sixth, and the 20 of Brad Cross is in 7th. And 8th is going to be the 52 of Chris Titus. And rounding out the field is going to be the 29 of Lucas Powell. And we also have John Tobias in that 03 machine. He's currently in the pits as Josh Smith leads us out of turn 4. We should be getting the rolled up green flag, I believe, unless we're giving him time in the pits. I wasn't here for the driver's meeting to make sure of everything that's going to go on tonight. And for everyone that's liked this stream so far, thank you for the likes. Please share it. And we greatly appreciate all the likes, follows, and shares that we get here. And on YouTube side, we are currently sitting at 99. I would like to get up to at least 100, 102 by the end of this broadcast, as we have quite a few laps here still left in this event. And on the Facebook side, if we can get up to about 340 subscribers, I believe that's only 2 more, as I believe we're sitting at 338. Or I guess they're followers over on the Facebook side, not subscribers. And the 03 is pulling out of the pits now, as you see him come around, and that's John Tobias coming out of the pits after that hard wreck there on the front straightaway. As you see, the guys already gridded up here. It's going to be a Delaware double restart here with the 83 of Josh Smith on the point. Looks like the 747 of Tyson Banks. He's going to pick the high side, which is going to push Brad Allman down low. Then we also have the 3 of Cody Connor. He's going to be on the outside, followed by the 24 on the inside there. And if you're new to the Delaware double restart, the second place guy will pick the high side or the bottom side, and everyone behind him will follow suit with the leader out in front of the second and third. As Josh Smith leads us into turn 3. He's at that start zone. He's hitting that loud pedal. He's ready to go. As he's leads us into turn number 1, the 747 of that's Tyson Banks on the outside. As Brad Allman looks down low in 1 and 2, they're still going to be side by side right behind Josh Smith as the 747 and the 9 machine. As Cody Connor looks up high as well, he's going to be battling it out for your third position. As we're following along with the 747, we're going to go back here with Brad Allman as he's trying to hold off Cody Connor in that 3 machine. As we're 15 laps. We're starting lap number 15. The 3 machine just pushes there in turn number 1. That he's saved it there as they come down the back straightaway. Brad Allman's going to capitalize on that one, and they're coming out turn number 4. It's still going to be Cody Connor taking the third place position away. And as soon as I say that, Brad Allman, he's not letting up yet. As they're coming out of turn number 4, still side by side. They're basically racing side by side. Coming out 2 down the back straightaway and then down 4. As we're still watching your side-by-side battle between the 9 and the 3 as they're battling it out for your third place position. And Tyson Banks in that 747, he's slowly reeling in the 83 of Josh Smith. It's still Cody Connor in that 3 machine. He's going to maintain your third position as we start lap number 19 of the 60-lap main event. You see that track's kind of slicking up just a little bit here. I say just a little bit. It's going to be coming in on the bottom side here soon. As Brad Allman takes a look down there as well. And we're going to go back up here to your lead as Tyson Banks looks down low just a little bit in turn 1 and 2. See what kind of traction he has there coming out of turn 2. As we're a third of the way down with your main event here. And Tyson Banks is looking down low in turns 3 and 4. He's trying to get something going there and reel in Josh Smith of the 83 machine. He's led every lap so far tonight for your main event, and he also led every lap of your 8-lap heat race. And Brad Allman's taking over that third place position away from Cody Connor as they're still battling out here for your third place position between the 9 and the 3. And Tyson Banks in that 747 is still trying to reel in Josh Smith of the 83. As they come out turn number 4, we're going to go back here to your third place battle between the 9 and the 3. The 3 pushed just a little bit as Colton Snyder's going to take a slide job here in turn 1. He's going to take over your 4th place position as Cody Connor looks down low. We're going to have a battle for 4th between the 3 and the 24 as they come out turn 4. It's going to be the 24 of Colton Snyder still maintaining your 4th position. And here comes 747 looking down low for your leader Josh Smith in 3 and 4. As they go in turn 1, Josh is still running the high side, and Tyson's running that low side. As Tyson's starting to get something going there on the low side, it's still going to be Josh Smith maintaining the lead as they're trying to run that low side. Here comes Brad Allman coming into the picture. He's ready to battle it out now, as some of these guys might be saving their tires as well. Again, it's going to be Josh Smith still at the point, followed by the 747. Here comes Brad Allman and that 9 machine. He's looking down low in turn number 3 as he's going to be battling out with 747 for your 2nd position. And Brad Allman's still getting that low side going. We're going to take another look at it from this angle here as Josh Smith just got the cross flags as we're halfway through with this main event. The 9 machine's looking down low still as he's trying to keep the reeling in the 83 and the 747. And we go back and follow along with the 747 as he looks down low. He hits that inside berm. That's going to make him lose his momentum. Here comes the 83, still maintaining the lead. Here comes the 9 of Brad Allman looking down low in turn 1 and 2. As they're going to be side by side for your 2nd position between the 9 and the 747. Here comes the 9 still looking down low. He's getting some traction down there, but the 747 still has that momentum on the outside and the 9 machine of Brad Allman is still getting that low side going. Again, it's your top 3 drivers right here on your screen. That's going to be Josh Smith, Tyson Banks, and Brad Allman. As they come out turn number 2, it's still going to be Josh Smith at the point. We have lap traffic coming up into play here soon. As they're going to be side by side, and I'm sitting over here clenching, trying to call this race as they're all on top of each other. It's still going to be Josh Smith at the point, Tyson Banks, and Brad Allman. As you've seen there, as they went in turn 1 and 2, Josh Smith is changing up his line. He's going to the bottom side now and maintaining the bottom on 1 and 2. Here comes Brad Allman down low as they come out turn number 2, back straight away. He's going to try to make a pass on the 747 for a second, and at the line, the 747 of Tyson Banks is going to maintain your second position. Again, we still have a battle between the 747 and the 9 machine as they still battling side by side all the way around the whole track, and the 747 just has that momentum coming off the top side. As the 3 machine is going to play a factor, he's going to make contact with your leader, and Josh Smith is going to get a little bit of contact here as Brad Allman uses the 3 car as a pick and makes a move for your second position. He's going to take over second as we are, and Brad Allman makes that contact with inside berm. The 747 Tyson Banks is going to look down low now. He's going to try to throw that slide job here in turns 3 and 4, and he's going to clear it and maintain or take over your second position. Here comes Brad Allman looking down low again in turn 1 and 2, and they're going to be drag racing it. Brad Allman's going to take it just by a little bit as they go in turn 3, and right here coming out turn 4, the whole time it's been 747 get that momentum coming out turn number 2 as we're 2/3 of the way done as we have completed lap number 40. It's still been Josh Smith since the drop of the green, Tyson Banks, and Brad Allman for your top 3. We also have Colton Snyder in the 24 machine, followed by Cody Connor for your top 5. The 747 still maintaining that high side. We also have Brad Allman running that low side still. As these 2 drivers have been racing side by side for many of laps as we near the last 20 laps of this event. And as soon as I'm saying that, we're going to have a caution flag come out. And we go follow the 20 car of Brad Cross as he comes out turn number 4, goes down low. That, I believe that is Jared Milgard spun out right in front of him, and he had nowhere to go. That's going to bring out your second caution of the night. And these drivers have been putting on one hell of a show so far. I can only imagine how much more we're going to get with us nearing the last few laps of this race. It's been Josh Smith of the 83 machine since the drop of the green. He's been holding off Tyson Banks in the 747, the 9 of Brad Allman, the 24 of Colton Snyder, and rounds out the top 5 is going to be the 3 of Cody Connor. As they're getting the road up green flag, we're ready to go green flag racing once again. The field is going to be led by Josh Smith of the 83 machine. And this time around for your Delaware double restart, the 747 of Tyson Banks, he's going to pick the low side and force the 9 of Brad Allman on the high side. This could be interesting as Brad Allman's been running that low side for the majority of this race, and the 747's been running the high side. As Josh Smith is leading us to the green, he's hitting that loud pedal. He's going to get a good jump, and we're going to go back and watch Tyson Banks and the 9 of Brad Allman as Brad skirts that outside wall just a little bit going in turn 1. He's going to get that good run coming out turns 1 and 2. And here we go, coming out turn 4. He's going to get a good run here. As a little bit too hard in turn 1. And they're coming out down the back straightaway. Entering the turns 3. Here comes Connor New looking down low. He's going to bring himself back into the picture as they come out down the front straightaway. Brad Allman is going to maintain your 3rd position. As Connor New is still looking down low. We're going to be trying to go 3 wide there just for a little bit. Connor New still looking down low. We're going to be 3 wide coming out turn number 4 just for a fraction of a second. The 9 Machine's holding off the 3, and that's going to be your battle for third. Tyson Banks is 747. He's going to be in second. And CJ Mize, reach out to that link right above you, dirt-series.com, and see about reaching out to the league and getting able to race. And we're going to have another caution flag come out. As we follow along with Lucas Powell in the 29 Machine, as he kind of tried to diamond the track, the 3 of John Tobias makes contact, and that's going to bring out your third caution for the night, as we have 12 more laps left in this event. It's been led by the 83 of Josh Smith, and we've been putting on one hell of a show with the 747, Brad Allman, and the 9 Machine. And I'm sorry, the 747 is Tyson Banks. We also have the 3 of Connor New, the 24 of Colton Snyder, and that's going to round out your top 5 for tonight. Looks like the 747 is going to pick that high side for that Delaware double restart, unless he's just trying to see what's going on up there. And CJ, I don't know if you heard me or not. I dropped the link in there. Feel free to reach out to that link, and these guys would probably be more than happy to have you join their league. And we're getting the rolled up green flag. The 747 of Tyson Banks is going to pick the low side once again, having Brad Allman and that 9 Machine go to the outside. Connor New on the inside of row number 2 with Colton Snyder on his outside. The 20 is going to be right behind Cody Connor. And thank you for liking the stream, as Josh Smith is ready to hit that loud pedal for the green flag. As he comes out of turn 4, he's hitting that loud pedal. Brad Allman's going to get a good jump here as they go in turn number 1. He's running that mid line here. As they come out of turn number 2 now, it's going to be Brad Allman in that 9 Machine, kind of edging it just for a little bit for a second. As they come out turn number 4, it's going to be Brad Allman taking over your second position with a 747 of Tyson Banks in third. Brad Allman's going to try to reel in your leader here as he's looking down low. We're going to be side by side coming out turn number 4 for the lead. It's still going to be Josh Smith at the point as we reach the last 10 laps of this race. The 747 of Tyson Banks, he's going to go to the outside, and Cody Connor still looking down low in 3 and 4. As they're coming out turn number 4, it's still going to be Tyson Banks in your third position, and Colton Snyder is trying to make a move here for your 4th place position. We have all top 5 drivers here right on top of each other as Josh Smith looks down low in turns 3 and 4. And Brad Allman went up high in 3 and 4. He's going to get a run here, and Josh Smith goes back down low in 1 and 2, kind of defended that slider line. And again, this is your top 5 drivers right on top of each other as we have. And Brad Allman just hits that inside berm. Here comes Cody Connor looking down low. He's going to make a move for your 2nd place position. And that berm's going to play a factor tonight as we have 6 more laps remaining in this event. And Cody Connor's getting that low side going. Now Brad Allman goes to the high side, and he's trying to make a move here going in turns 3. As he comes out of turn 4, he's trying to get that momentum going. And he's going to be right at the right rear quarter panel of Cody Connor. And Cody Connor slides up and tries to kill that momentum of 9 of Brad Allman. And we're going to have another caution flag coming out. As I heard that wreck, but I wasn't for sure. As we see Colton Snyder in that 24 Machine, he was running 5th, and he just ran it in too hard and broke that right front tire and rode the fence just a little bit, and that's going to bring out your caution for tonight. I believe that's your 3rd or 4th caution of the night. And we're under 5 to go here. That should be a single file restart. No more Delaware double. That's going to put the 83 of Josh Smith still at the point. He's led it since the drop of the green. Then we have Cody Connor in that 3 Machine. He's going to be sitting 2nd with Brad Allman in 3rd, followed by the 747 of Tyson Banks. And then the 6 of Jared Mogard moves up to 5th after that incident with Colton Snyder running into the outside wall there. And CJ is, for this being a small track as it is, these guys are putting on one hell of a show and very good clean racing. And Josh Smith is getting the rolled up green flag as we're going to go green flag racing next time around as he goes in turn number one. Comes down out of two, down the back straightaway. He's waiting for that pace truck to pull off. And the pace truck pulls off. We go into turn number three. He's waiting for that start zone area, and he's ready to hit that loud pedal. And he's on that loud pedal coming out turn number four. As we're green flag racing, Cody Connor's going to follow suit of that low line. For your top five drivers are running that low line in turn one. Here comes Cody Connor, looks down low in turns 3 and 4. As we come out turn number 4, battle for your lead. It's going to be still 83 of Josh Smith leading the field. As Cody Connor's trying to get a good run here, coming out turn number 2. We're going to have another caution flag coming out, as that's going to lead us to a green. I believe that's going to possibly lead us to a green-white checker. Let me go back and check out, see what happened here. As we're following Chris Titus in the 52 machine. He's up high, loses it, and that wreck happened right in front of him, and that's going to be the 29 and the 20. We're going to go back and take another look at those drivers there as we go on board with Brad Cross of that 20 machine. He's running that high side. He's getting it good. The 29 just comes up and hits him, and then Colton Snyder had nowhere else to go and make contact. That's going to bring out your caution flag. Again, I believe this is a green-white checker. And we started off with 10, and we have 9 drivers still on the track, as I believe John Tobias called it quits after his last incident. We've got the rolled up green flag. We're going to go green flag racing next time around. And Josh Smith is leading the field out of turn 2. And I'm sorry, they waved that one off. We're not going to go green flag racing. I was looking at my lights here. My lights went off, ready to go. And now we got the rolled up green flag once again. We're going to go green flag racing, still led by Josh Smith in the 83 machine as he comes out of turn number 2, leading the whole field, and he's trying to hold off quite a few guys here as Cody Connor's been making a move, trying to pass for the lead, followed by Brad Allman and Tyson Banks. As Josh Smith hits that start zone, he's hitting that loud pedal. He's ready to go as he's going to lead us to the green, followed by Cody Connor in that 3 machine. He's going to go to the high side this time as they go in turn 1 and 2. And Cody Connor's going to get a good run here. As they go in turn number 3, Cody Connor's looking down low. We are getting the white flag this time around. We have one more lap around Husets Speedway here. And Cody Connor's going to go looking on the outside here. And it's going to be Josh Smith lead us in turn number 3 with no one in store to make a move. Josh Smith is going to win tonight's race, followed by Cody Connor in that 3 machine, and Brad Allman rounds out your top 3. We're going to hear from your top 3 drivers once they can head over to their Discord. And, man, that was one hell of a show to watch. Let them pull up to the front straightaway, and we'll look at the rest of your results. And Tyson Banks in that 747, he's going to finish 4th. And rounding out your top 5 is going to be Jared Mogard in the 6 machine. Brad Cross in the 20 machine, he finishes 6th. And 7th is going to be Colton Snyder in the 24. Finishing 8th is going to be Lucas Powell in the 29 machine. And 9th is going to be John Tobias in the 03. And rounding out the field tonight is going to be Chris Titus in the 52 machine. And we're going to hear from your top three drivers here. It's going to start off with Brad, then we're going to go with Cody Connor and Josh Smith. And Brad, are you there? Uh, apparently, hang on one second here. All right, are you there, man?
Yep.
Okay, now we have you over here for the broadcast. Man, that was one hell of a race for 60 laps. You're battling it out for you went anywhere from second to fifth, and trying to battle it out with Josh there for the lead. Um, where's the best spot for you to run at on the track for your driving conditions?
In our practice race, it was pretty well on the bottom of the track, and it took about half that race to get that line back to where it was decent. And I mean, that's where I practice, and that's where I kind of wanted to be. So uh, it was good, but needed to be a little bit better in 3 and 4. That was a lot of fun. I mean, me and Tyson have raced the last month or so, raced with each other a lot. Pretty clean. I mean, I think I made contact with him a couple times there, and I apologize for that. But uh, it was a lot of fun though. I mean, we were racing side by side for quite a while.
Oh, y'all raced side by side for the majority of the race, almost. I say the whole race almost. Um, from my standpoint, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but and coming out of two with you running the low side, he had or you got momentum on him, and then coming out of four, he had momentum on you, and y'all just stayed side by side majority of the race.
Yeah, there's a ton of grip off of 2 on the bottom, and just nothing off of 4. So the outside line was pretty good over there on that end. So it evened out.
And on those restarts, once Tyson got around you and was in second, we did the restart, and he went down low towards the end of the race. Did you try to? What was going through your mind on trying to change your game plan for having to run the high side at that point?
I mean, I just wanted to try and go when Josh went, so that I could pinch Tyson off a little bit, and then just try to get back to the bottom. That was pretty much the game plan on that.
And that second restart that he pushed you up there to the high side, that you executed very well there on running that middle slider line and pinching Tyson off just a little bit, and that's how you got up there to your second position. That berm down low, that can be a little bit tricky down there sometimes. If you,
Yeah, I mean, if you hit it wrong, it'll send you around really quick. No other track really races that way. Most of the time it'll hit the berm and it'll get you wonky, but it can rip you around real quick, or send you 2 wheels up in the air like I did.
yes, sir, we caught that over here for you, or with the whole thing because I think you were sitting second whenever that happened, and that that's
Yeah,
a bad ordeal to happen there. But you escaped with third place finish, so congratulations on that. And do you have any sponsors that you'd like to give a shout out to?
yeah. Thanks to all the series sponsors: Butt Kicker, House of Speed, All Out Graphics. Cody does a great job for everything and making my cars look good. Finish First Designs, Big Right Rear Racing. Thanks for coming on board for doing the broadcasting. And Josh at Dirt Series. Thanks to my teammates at Dirt Hustlers. We got 1, 2, 3 there, and hopefully we can keep that up.
Yes, sir. And thank you again for having me come along and catch y'all's series. It's a very exciting series, and it's hope we get more action like this in the future.
All right, thank you.
Yep. Thanks, sir. And there you have it. Your third place finisher, Brad Allman. And now we're going to hear from Cody Connor in that three machine as he finished second. And Cody, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Man, kind of like what told Brad, y'all put on one hell of a show. The top five were all right there on top of each other, trying to race for the lead. Where did you feel better at on the track, top or bottom?
Uh, right there at the end, I think the line to be was top and 1 and 2 and bottom and 3 and 4. And I probably could have got Josh if he wouldn't have got that huge jump on me on the restart. I was kind of sleeping on that one. But I don't know. Like overall, the top was good, but in the practice race, the bottom was good. So it was weird.
And sometimes it can be weird like that. I know that Brad mentioned the same thing.
Yeah,
And
it was total different racetrack from practice to the race.
and I noticed on the last restart you coming around to get the white flag in 3 and 4, you ran the high side of 3 and 4 that time. Were you trying to set up for a slide job in 1 and 2?
No, I was trying to just almost like a swing lap, like just get that momentum and then hunker down on the bottom and get that moisture coming on the straight stretch. And it worked pretty good, but Josh just killed me on that restart, so I couldn't really done anything.
I get that 100%. And another thing that I want to bring up, I know that all y'all are teammates. Whenever the 9 of Brad Allman was running second and you're running third, kind of running that middle to high line, and Brad hits that berm on the inside. Did you think that he was going to hit that berm and shoot up and hit you, or what
I got
kind
the
of?
lucky end of the stick on that. I was trying to go to the bottom, and then I was wanting to run the bottom, but he was down there. Then he messed up like that, and I think he got into Tyson whenever he did that. But I was just lucky enough to be in the right spot and not die. So I came out of it in second. So we'll take it.
Yes, sir. I agree with you on that. And do you have any sponsors that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Thank you for broadcasting tonight. Dirt Series for letting me be a part of their deal, and Dirt Hustlers. We finished 1, 2, 3. I don't know what Colton ended up. I think he wrecked there at the end or
Yeah,
whatever. But
he ended up wrecking in turn one.
I was trying to pull up the sponsor sheet, but I don't know. I'm sure Josh will say it, and I'm sure Brad probably said it. They know all the league sponsors. So
And I'll go ahead and say it for you while we're here because I have the chat open and Josh has already posted in the chat as well. Over on Facebook side, you have finished first designs, the turn two photography, butt kicker, and all out graphics.
here you go. See, you even got it.
Ready to go for you there, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. And again, congratulations on your second place finish, and hopefully we catch you again over here on the podium.
Yeah, for sure.
And we'll catch you next time, man.
All right, see ya. Thank you.
Yeah. And there you have it, your second place finisher of Cody Connor. And now we're going to hear from your winner. He's led all 60 laps, and that's going to be Josh Smith. And Josh, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Man, you led every lap of that race, all 60 laps. Did you? I know halfway through the race, they're looking down low, trying to make a pass on you. Uh, when did you want to make or when? What made you decide to change your game plan to go down low and start running that low side?
I was really fast on the bottom of 1 and 2, even early. As I was telling all the other dirt hustlers guys, I was like making a straightaway in between 1 and 2 and kind of running straight through the bottom. Um, and it was good early, or it was good in the practice server. Like they were talking about, the bottom didn't really come in here. And I got out quick in that heat race, got out quick in that feature there. I was like, man, I'm going to live and die up here until I have to move. And they started creeping to me. And top on 3 and 4, I felt good. And then I kept seeing Brad's nose. And then I heard that he was under Tyson. And I was like, well, now's the time to go down and block it. If they go around the outside, I'm just going to get beat. I'm going to have to commit to bottom of 1 and 2. And I couldn't run the bottom of 3 and 4. If it went to the bottom of 3 and 4, which I think Brad was pretty quick down there. He was in the practice on the bottom. But I had to run top 3 and 4 and the bottom of 1 and 2. And I'm like that at a lot of tracks. I cannot. I end up running either all the way around the outside or I got to do opposite on each end.
And that bottom of 1 and 2 with the top of 3 and 4, that seemed like that was the quickest way around the track here. I don't know if you caught Brad's interview, but Brad was trying to run the bottom, running against Tyson, and on both sides of the track, and he'd gain them coming out of 2, but would lose them coming out of 4.
Yeah, that's kind of how I was feeling too. The practice server, Brad was just killing us all off the bottom. So, in my opinion, I was glad to see the bottom not be there in 3 and 4. I'm glad to see it finally move though. I was waiting for the move, and it usually catches me off guard with the move and when the tires get wore.
And with that last caution that came out, it set you up for a green-white checker finish. And at any point, as soon as you hit your throttle and going down the front straightaway to get the green flag, did you look up and see how big of a jump you got on the field?
Well, the restart before, I kind of wanted to keep Cody to my bumper. I wanted to keep a teammate to my bumper, not let somebody squeeze through. There, I think we had to restart 4 to go, and I kind of drug it to almost off of 4 and fired, and Cody was there. If we had probably not had that caution 2 to go, we probably would have got by me because I could never get the tires back to the moisture. So I'd already made up my mind I was going to change that restart. We rolled into 3 and 4. He didn't close to the bumper, so I fired. You can fire anywhere from 3 up to the green light, so I thought that was a good point to try to open a gap. And yeah, I looked down when I went into 1 to see where he was at, or looked up at the mirror to see where he was at, and he was back there pretty good. When we took the white, I just covered the bottom so he couldn't slide me.
And that's what I kind of figured and was calling over here as well on your final lap as you covered that bottom. And again, congratulations on your win here. Do you have to give a shout out to your sponsors, man?
Absolutely. We couldn't do it without Buck Kicker. Buck Kickers come on for all year. They are sponsoring a Gamer Plus unit for every series. Remember, guys, this is a Slick Track Challenge. It is free to join. Count your best 8 out of 10 so you haven't missed anything. If you catch the next races, All Out Graphics, that is Cody. He keeps all of our cars looking good, does a lot of our flyer work. This is his series, so he does all the flyer work for the Slick Track stuff. Finish First Designs, that is mine. That's my company. It does the websites and graphics as well. Turn 2 for photography for doing all the photos. You being on board to help broadcast this stuff the rest of the year, and hopefully we can gain some ground here and get some guys over here to run. And it's a new change for us to Thursday night. We knew the car count was going to be low. Just part of it. I can't run on Sundays due to baseball, so it is what it is at this point.
Yes, sir. I totally understand that one. And as you being the admin of Dirt Series, you mentioned the Thursday schedule. The next race is going to be the Spring Showdown. Let's go ahead, if you don't mind, talking about that right now during your interview. What do you expect with the Spring Showdown?
Yes, Spring Showdown is a 6-race series. We'll be starting it off at Volusia. It is 50 laps. That is our Spring 50. We'll have Volusia, then the I-55, Eldora, Charlotte, Lanier, and Lucas Oil to finish it out April the 3rd. 6 races. Hopefully we have a good car count for that. There is an entry fee if you want to run for money. If you don't want to run for money, you can still register. It's free to register. So guys, come out and register for that event. That should be running the next 3 Thursdays, and then we're off a Thursday. I think that might be
I have
the third we're off, but then we'll run the next 3 Thursdays as well.
Yes, sir. I pulled your schedule up here. This is the next 3 Thursdays for the Spring Showdown. Then we do race number 2 for the Slick Track Challenge, followed by the 3 Spring Showdown races to finish out the season.
Yeah, hopefully it's a good turnout. Hopefully get some other guys in. I know there's another league run on Thursday night that a lot of other guys run, and I know it's unfortunate. Hopefully get some new names out here, some new faces, and get our crowd back up.
Yes, sir. Again, thank you for letting me come over here and broadcast for y'all, and congratulations on your win tonight.
Thank you, Don. You have a good night.
Yes, you too, sir. And there you have it. Your winner tonight, Josh Smith. And CJ Mize, I don't know if you're still over here on Facebook, but you heard it there from Josh Smith. Go out to that website, register to race, and they're more than happy to have you join their series. And that's going to conclude your second event tonight from Right Rear Racing, as we covered the Regal Promotions Esport Extreme Outlaw Stock Tour as that concluded tonight with Jamie Massey taking the win from the series. And then tonight with your Slick Track Series opener, Josh Smith is going to win here at Husets Speedway. Again, if you're interested in joining the series here, I dropped that website at the top of the broadcast over here. It's dirtseries.com, and you can reach out to them about joining their series. It's very fun racing, good racing, as you've seen here at the Slick Track Series. And we hope to catch you again here on Right Rear Racing. Thank you for tuning in.